Hey guys, welcome to the channel, Sonny here, and today we have a Giga patch. Don't forget to tune in at twitch.tv/bprimegaming. We cover these live as soon as they come up every single Friday. So if you want to be there and have the info right away and do the deep dive, we do it on my Twitch channel. So, quick note, link will be in the description as always. This patch, which is a huge patch, is probably going to be out not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday. So in 12 days from Friday, that would be on, most likely on Wednesday the 17th, right? That's normally how it works. Friday, GLabs, next Wednesday, Korea gets it, and then we get it globally the following week. But of course, changes might happen. Quick overview of today's patch. The big one here is enhancing a pity system for a guaranteed upgrade. It's really well done. No need to panic. I'm going to explain it all, show the numbers and everything. And also, I will be having a section. Could be another video where we talk about, like, I show this and explain what it actually means. It's really good. There's a music album update, Guild League improvements, simplifications. They're getting ready to start the real ranked Guild League. Item simplification for alchemy stuff. Season gift improvements, quest logs, karma changes, and some other changes. So let's start out with the big one. This is the one we've been excited about. It came pretty much out of nowhere. The Ancient Anvil. So what is this system? This is a new system with enhancing. You can read all about the details here, but I'll give you guys the rundown and we'll talk a bit about the numbers. So this is how it works. Every time you click any enhancement level on any piece of gear, there is a fixed pity counter. And there's the list down below of all the counters for all the enhancement levels. I'll go over the biggest, most important one that people have been asking a lot about. But you see here, you go in. So for pin Blackstar, the pity counter is 40. If you fail, it builds up. It also builds up with crunch stones and also raw taps. I already checked this out on GLabs just to be sure. You don't need crunch stones to build these. So downgrading, so let's say you click here and you downgrade to try, your TED Blackstar will still get a counter. So if you have another TED Blackstar, or if you get this back to TED, then you will now have been building up your pity counter. So it remembers it for any given enhancement level, for any given item. There are some items that share. Blackstar weapons and Blackstar armor all share. So if you are working on like one piece of Blackstar and you hit the pity, you can actually use that to guarantee, say, an offhand if that's what you want to do. Right. Accessories, and this is kind of important, they also share, but only between themselves. So for example, a AARK necklace does not share pity counters with a AARK earring or ring. So you can't prep for new accessories like this or new items coming out. But let's say that you use crunch stones on your TED Debo necklace, right? And it downgrades, well, you still gain +1 counter when you attempt your pen click, right? So it's looking really good. They thought about all of this. The system looks really, really clean with this. So here's how it works, right? You click and you build up fails. And whenever you reach this extremely high pity counter, then you get a chance to 100% upgrade. Your fail stack is not consumed on it. That's an important thing here. Your fail stack is not consumed on the 100% upgrade when you reach the pity. Now, in terms of what the pity number is, compared to the average, it's from anywhere between 2 times the average to 3-4 times the average, depending on item and enhancement level. It's around 20 clicks for a pin Blackstar on average at a 240 stack. And you can see the counter is 40. So that's like 2 times. These pity counters are not meant to make it easier to get them. It's just meant for the people that get extremely unlucky to not get even more unlucky. Blackstar weapons and also armors do share the stack. And there are other items that as well. You can see the entire list of everything here. So the important numbers that I know people are really interested in is, of course, Blackstar weapons and armors. It's at 40. So quick note about this. Don't make your own Blackstars. Buy them. They are way cheaper to make, even on average, without this pity counter. This, however, will affect people that use Blackstars to make fail stacks. That fail stack maybe profit enhance. Let's say that you actually fail stack with Blackstars and you don't succeed. You don't want to succeed. But after 40 fails building fail stacks, you can now make a bonus pin Blackstar without losing your big stack. So you just make it, you're going to sell that, and that means there will be an increase in supply of pin Blackstars over time to the marketplace, which means the price will drop, which means it's going to be more available for newer players trying to progress. This is extremely relevant for the Fallen Guard weapons coming out, that there is a bigger, more steady supply of pin Blackstars for people to acquire, to then later progress towards Fallen Guard weapons. So this is a great thing when you think about the bigger picture. Even though this is not something that people should reach, because you really shouldn't be enhancing Blackstars if you worry about value. If you're clicking them because you want to make, you want to get a name on it, you think that's fun, well, at least you're only gonna have to fill 40 at worst, instead of people that I know that's filled over 80 just for a pin Blackstar. Next up is the Guardite. Again, it's going to be 50 from TED to pin. You have to remember one thing here about this one. It's half the price in Crunstones compared to the Blackstar. So even though it's a bigger number, it costs half per attempt if you're crunning. So the numbers looks pretty fine. Next up is the Fallen Guard armors. And you're not seeing wrong here. It's 12 for Pry, 15 for Do, 20 for Try, 50 for Ted. That would have worked for me. I had my armor was 75 clicks or 76. And then it is 1,000 for Pin Fallen Guard. So yes, you can get a guaranteed Pin Fallen Guard, but it ain't free. Again, this is not, just because something is guaranteed doesn't mean that you're going to be getting it or it's going to be easy or whatever. This is like double the average. And yeah, hopefully you'll never have to fill 1,000 pin Fallen Guards. And if you do, remember that is 4,000 Crunstones per click. So this is going to be 12 trillion silver in Crunstones from vendor Crunstones, reaching 1,000 fills. 12 trillion just in Crunstones. You know what? I think it's okay. It's super high, but again, it's not meant to make it easier. It's just meant to give like a limit to unlock you can get. There's some Naru stuff, which again are going to be really nice for people, new players in the future coming in, season and all that. There's also for Tuvala armors and weapons and accessories. It's great. We're not going to cover that. The big stuff that we will look at here is accessories. Right. Is this correct? We're going to look at the accessories here, including the Dibaraka accessories. 8 for Try, 10 for Ted, and 20 for Pin. We just looked at the numbers. That's going to be around a 3% chance of failing 20. And at that point, best case scenario, if you're buying J-Hammers at min price, it will have cost you 566 billion silver hitting the 20 pity counter on an item that's market valued at 300 bill. So again, it's like double the marketplace value. You have to be super unlucky. Only 3% of people are going to be this unlucky, right? It's a big number. It's a good number. I think they're hitting this out the park. I really like where they're going with these. I think the numbers are really, really good as well. There's all the life skill stuff also. I think it's 40 for Manas. Pin Manas accessories is in there as well. So that's the gist of it. If you want like more details, check out the link in the description. This is really cool. I'm excited to see it. It's gonna mean that the people that are really, really unlucky, especially when this is a long-term edition, are at least gonna know that there is some light at the end of the tunnel. There are so many people over the years that quit because of the system and because there is no limit to how unlucky you can be. And as somebody that has had his fair share of being unlucky enhancing, I welcome this. It's great. I think it's a good addition to the game. Okay, next up, music album improvements. They're expanding note limit. And there's some other stuff here. I don't know anything about the music stuff, so I'm not gonna go into details with this, but if you're into the BDO music and creation of this, check it out. There's also performance field rankings. So that's pretty cool. If you enter a higher rank, an icon will display above the character's head. So it looks like they're adding, just like with gathering and alchemy and cooking, like that ranking system into the game from music. That's pretty cool. Guild League improvements. The TLDR here is they're changing the limits. Instead of being 10 to 15, they're changing it for a test 7 to 10. Already next maintenance, at least in Korea, probably the 17th for us. It will be between 7 and 10 for Guild League. Now, the reason for this is because through their data, it's pretty much only the big competitive top guilds that are able to reach this and do this. Other guilds seem to have an issue. So they're hoping by lowering the amount of people required to play it, that more guilds and people are able and willing to try it out. They are also prepping for the full release of the ranked system. Right now it's just practice mode, but they are planning for the full, and also the rewards should go up with that, which should also hopefully incentivize people to try it out and play some ranked Guild League. Item simplification, a great one here. I've been looking forward to this. They're unifying all traces, fruits, and the essence here into trace of nature, fruit of nature, and essence of nature. For now, they'll probably, just like we did with Blackstones, make like a generic trace and fruit and all that. What does this mean? Well, it means that at least you don't have to worry about enchantment fruits for your horse attempts, your 10 horse attempts. There are some of these, like these two here, that are completely dead items right now in the game. They will have use, so it will be an increase of supply of fruit and traces, which hopefully should make them more available on the market for people to then use. So this is an absolute great change. Now all of these items are gonna be usable. There's a lot of these that are like all borderline dead items or very little use. And then there's other that are completely sold out and impossible to get, so this is great. They are changing, of course, the formula of all the things needed, all the recipes, everything is going to be updated to reflect this change. The season gift improvement is very simple. They're just gonna allow you to stack up these tokens for the 100 stacks if you're doing multiple season tickets. I have a bunch. I've only done like one since the system came out, so I could just like do them all and change them into 100 stacks if I wanted to. So they're just doing this as a repeatable, simple change. There's some quest knowledge updates here. The big thing is basically changing the big categories to be Black Spirit quest, main quest, sub quest, adventure quest, life quest, content quest, event quest. I'm looking forward for that one, and repeat quest. So we'll be able to see here, like this is probably going to be the event quest, different icons for them, and you'll be able to easily distinguish what type of quest it is instead of them all being lumped together. So this is great. I'm excited for this one here. Another great quality of life addition. They're changing one of the weekly quests here with the contribution. Instead of Imperial Horse, you just have to capture a horse. Karma changes. This is kind of big. It's going to be rough going red karma now. They are changing the karma limit from -1 million to -10 million, and they are making it 5 times harder or slower to recover karma. So you're only going to be recovering the karma at 20% the current rate. Now, so basically, it's going to be 5 times that hard to get karma back, and the hole you can dig yourself in your karma is going to be able to be 10 times as big. So yeah, if somebody goes really deep karma, it could take them 25 hours to 50 hours to grind back into positive now. Quite crazy. I'm not entirely sure why they're doing this. Well, I do know why they're doing this. We all know why they're doing this. It just seems weird. Yeah. Half of the course. There is some description changes and some UI changes. The big one here is what we already knew, but now it's putting it on the new J hammer of precision. It is now on the hammer that it will be deleted on November 27. That date is set in stone right now. And also what we already knew, and I've been talking about this, is now going to be put on it that new accessories will not be updated if they're released before this date. So the AARK rings will not be working on this hammer. However, whenever we get a hammer in the future, then it will probably have updated usage. So of course, some of these precision hammers we get in the future will have Debo rings on them. But the ones that we have right now, we potentially get one at Heidel Ball. It will be deleted November 27, and they will not be usable for Debo rings. So you can't keep them and save them and prep for that. They won't be used for any of the new accessories and items coming out as well this summer. So it's only for the items in game right now, but of course future hammers will be updated. UI position change here, position of quest rewards have been improved. When checking another character's back in the game window, the number of items be modified split units, and also improved have been made so the croc $nest functions can be used more convenient even when the mount URI is placed at the bottom of the screen. Nice. Some bug fixes here. This is just a bunch of nothing. It's like some description changes and updates. No actual like real bug fixes. But that's it for today. Let me know what you guys think. I am personally super excited about this. I think it's a great step in the right direction for the game. And drop by the stream, Twitch.tv/bprimegaming, drop a comment, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.